You know, let me ask you a question. This is one of those questions that I think everybody out there that has a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, or wife always ask themselves. It's like when you get in your relationship, you're about ready to get married, or you get married. Why is it that your spouse has to maintain a friendship with a guy or a person of the opposite sex that was their best friend before you met? Isn't that a little silly, don't you think? I mean, because a lot of people think that it's okay to carry friendships on into marriage or things like that, but it starts to bother people if you find out that your wife or your husband's best friend, the girl or guy, they're always talking to him, they're always calling, and then it's even worse when you find out that that friend used to be your spouse's lover. Wait a minute, let me see. Are there any married couples in this house? Married couples, raise your hands. Raise your hands. Okay, married right here. Stand up for a second, both of you. Both of you. Yes, now, you're married. How long have you been married?
4 years.
4 years. Do you have any female friends before you married her that you're still friends with right now?
No, not really.
Does she have any male friends?
Yes, quite a few.
No, wait. So what do you think about that? Especially when you come home, you've been out a hard day at work, you come in the house, she goes, hi, dear, wait just a second. Okay, yeah, okay, bye. Click. And you find out that she was just talking to one of those friends.
Well, it's happened a few times before, but
Ooh,
I got used to it.
You got used to it?
Yeah.
So you put up with it?
Yeah.
What do you ever say to these guys? Do you ever say anything to these friends of hers?
No, I don't really meet them.
You don't even meet them?
No.
Oh, wait, you sit down for a minute. Wait a minute. No, I said him, not you. No, come in.
That's not true.
Come in.
That's
come
not
in.
true.
Come in. How many male friends do you still have that you keep in contact with? Does she?
Yes. No, I don't.
Which?
He's gay. I do have a friend, but he's gay.
Well, but then wait a minute. You know, you never know. They may change. He may change his ways. I don't know. And I'm not saying that gay people change their minds, but he might change his mind. So don't you think that that kind of bothers? Don't back away. Don't you think it kind of bothers your husband a little bit?
No.
No. Does it bother you?
Not anymore.
Tell the truth.
Seriously.
Not anymore, but it did at first.
Sure, in the beginning.
Okay. Well, that's what we're talking about today because we have some guests here who are in that kind of situation. Please welcome Simone and Jeff. Now, and Jeff is really angry because Simone still maintains a friendship with a guy, and the two of you are engaged, right?
Yeah.
She still maintains a relationship with a guy that she was friends with before she met Jeff, but not just friends.
Kick it to him.
Not just friends. You used to be lovers, right, Simone?
Yes.
How long did this relationship go on?
Get this one right.
It lasted for about a year and a half.
So a year and a half before you met Jeff, you were dating this guy?
Yeah, well, what happened was we dated for about 3 months, and we found out that, you know, the dating part just wasn't for us. But the sex didn't stop. I mean, you know, we still had sex, but we weren't committed to each other.
So you just had, you know, when you just needed some good loving, you just called him up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy cow.
Oh, did you know this, Jeff?
Huh?
Did you know this?
Nah, I thought it was like on the dating side. Now it's like just for occasional sex type.
No, but you knew that. You knew that.
Yeah, I know, but I thought it was, you said it was like...
We dated for 3 months.
She said it was dated for 3 months, and then, you know, it was like ended. Now she's talking about she just called him up for occasional, like,
Simone, be quiet for a minute.
Feeling of the moment type thing. This has changed dramatically now.
Now, wait. So, Jeff, this relationship, now you're finding out that this was 3 months of dating and sex. And then afterwards...
Yeah, it was a year when we was talking. Now it's a year and a half. It's going to get longer as the show go on, I guess.
Well, just how do you feel about her relationship with this man?
Being that they best friend, I should be a best friend. I'm a fiance, right? True?
Can I get that? But how does she carry on this relationship with her best friend? Does she call him a lot?
Nah, he calls, she calls, they call. And it's like, how you doing, darling, doll? And when I call is, hey, Jeff? And it's like, I'm like, sometimes I don't feel like I'm there sometimes.
We see each other every day. We don't have that much to talk about. We live together. I don't see Rob for like 3 or 4 days.
You on the phone with him? He's just as much.
So
3 or 4 days?
We have a business together, though.
Oh, you and this other man?
Yeah,
Rob is the president,
Rob.
and I'm the senior vice president.
Rob.
So we have to maintain contact.
So you maintain contact. It's purely platonic now.
It's 100%
Now.
Purely
platonic.
platonic.
Yeah.
Since you started dating Jeff?
Ever
Since
since
Jeff
I
got on the
started
scene.
seeing Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I know that. Wait, there are a lot of people at home that want to have this question answered.
Yeah, go.
Simone, is the sex better here? Wouldn't you ask that question?
That's not really the issue, though.
No, you gotta answer.
You know it's better. You know I told you that. You know
They
it is.
want to know.
Yes, it is better.
See,
Okay?
she didn't hear you.
It's better. Yeah.
It's better
great.
now.
It's
better
great.
now.
It's outrageous. 10 times better.
10 times better now, right?
You know, it's better. Great.
Wait, you said 10 times. She didn't say 10 times.
It's 10 times better than that, right?
It's 10 times better.
Yeah. I ain't
So-
forced that answer. Go ahead,
Okay,
ask
but
me your
now,
answer.
but Simone, let me, here, wait a second. Hold on a second. Wait. Jeff, turn your chair for a second like this. All right. Matter of fact, come over here. Sit over there for a minute. I'll talk to you for a minute. No. Don't listen. Jeff, you know, it's a man thing. It's not just a man thing, but it's a lady thing. If he had a female friend who was attractive, you knew that they used to sleep together, and then he just would call up and say, what you doing? I'll be over, midnight. It's a body thing. And they show up together at midnight, they had some sex, and now you come in the picture. Would you want him to still be friends with that lady?
I trust him. If I trust somebody, then I don't have a problem.
But what if he was calling her every 3 days, talking on the phone?
That's
How you
not
doing,
a
baby?
problem.
What's going on?
But that's not a problem. I don't see that would be a problem with me.
No problem.
Because
Okay,
I
wait, you get
trust
back over here. Wait a minute. Come back. All right, stop right. Okay, so you trust him. It's everything's fine.
Yeah, but he doesn't trust me.
Does anybody
but I
buy
trust-
this right here? Do you buy this? Wait, stand up.
trust
Tell
you.
me out. Yes, sir.
I buy it totally. My best friend is a female. She's sitting right in front of me. And this is my girlfriend, and there's absolutely no problems ever.
Okay, well, let me talk
One
to
in
you
a
for second.
million.
All right, 1 in a million.
2 in a million.
Come over here
in
for
a
a
million.
second. Tell me the truth. It's your best friend right here. Yes. Is that your boyfriend? No. Okay, so turn around. Don't look at her. Your best friend. One night, the two of you go out drinking. You go out to a bar. You've been having fun, pelting down a few. You know, best friends.
It's been done.
Best friends. It's been done.
It's been done.
She happens to say, I can't drive. Will you take me home?
Sure.
You take her home.
Yes.
She stumbles on the front step. You gotta take her up to the house.
Of course.
Takes her up to the house, and I'm not saying that you're this kind of lady, but she walks in the front door, and she says, what's your name?
Rob.
Rob, what's your name?
Rob.
Robin says, Rob. Rob, what's your girlfriend's name?
Andrea.
Andrea. Rob. Andrea will never know. Please. Please, Rob. Stay with me tonight, Rob. Please. What will you do, Rob?
I'll say no.
You'll say no?
I'll say no.
Okay, he'll say no. Even when she takes her clothes off, he'll say no. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, good. Because I just want to set this up because, a lot of people don't think that men and women can really just be friends, especially if they were lovers at once. So I want to give an opportunity for Jeff to talk to Robert himself. We ought to bring Robert out here. Robert,
bring Robert.
This is the man who's in the middle. Robert? Now, Robert, you're the other man, if you will. The other man that used to be used
No,
as a...
he's the other man.
Don't say that.
Oh, he's about to
Not
go.
Used to,
He's about to get.
used to be the love toy in a way for Simone. You used to
I'm
call...
not a toy.
Huh?
I'm not a toy.
You are now. Vivid memory.
But you're in the
Fading,
middle of this. Now,
fading.
why can't you back out of this and stop calling up Simone, calling up an engaged woman on the phone and saying, how you doing, baby? Everything going okay? Blah, blah, blah. Why can't you just keep it in business?
Tell him.
Well, you talking for me? Yes, you talking to me.
I'm telling him to tell you.
Right. You say I'm in the middle. I say this is natural. Now,
What's
ideally, you would want to be married to somebody, engaged, or your boyfriend, your girlfriend's your best friend. It's not like that all the time. I have friends 14, 10, 11, 8 years, 3 years. I see marriages come and go, friends come and go.
This ain't going.
All right, so I don't feel guilty for being a good friend. I have no guilt. And when he came on the scene, even though I'm attracted to her, there was no sex after that point. I have no shame. I'm proud of my relationship with her.
That's a good answer. Well, now let me ask you a question. Robert, if she came over one night because after the show's over, they get in a big fight, and she came over one night and said, take me back, would you?
No. If they was broke, I would be tempted to get physical, whatever. I am attracted to her. But as long as they have a relationship, that's what she wants. Why isn't she with me now? I want her to be happy. If that's what she wants, I'm not going to interrupt that.
Okay. All right. Yes, ma'am.
How would you feel if you were going out with someone and they did the same exact thing to you?
Repeat this?
How would you feel if you were going out with someone and the same thing was going
Well,
on?
I'm secure, and I trust my
But see, this
partner.
is the thing. If Robert finds somebody, if he gets married or whatever, I'm not going anywhere. We're very good friends, and I would hope that his wife would accept it. And if she didn't accept it, well, I'm sorry. I would not do anything to come.
You would still feel like him?
I would still be his best friend.
You would still feel like him? Even though as y'all call it, insecurity on my part, it's not insecurity on my part.
Yes,
It's just the point is like too much involvement different. I wish you would get somebody to be involved in your life. Maybe you wouldn't call so much over.
Yes, ma'am. Jeff. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Jeff? Jeff, this is
Questions
Jeff.
for Jeff.
This is for Jeff and for your fiance.
Right.
Like she's saying this guy and everything. Why don't you get a friend? I'll be your friend. Let's see how she feels.
Hey, that sounds cool.
And I'll tell you what, on that note, we're going to take a little break, and when we come back, we're going to meet another trio. But in this case, it's a husband, and his biggest problem is the fact that his wife's best friend, who's a guy, lives next door. We'll be back right after this.
Notice you can't really smell your own breath?
Hi, Tim.
So you search for fresh, clean breath or face the consequences.
Want fresh, clean breath? Be certain with Certs.
Now you can start shrinking millions of fat cells and begin regaining your youthful figure in 24 to 48 hours. The very first day, your powerful new Miracle Trim Diet Pill system attacks years of built-up fat. You can start losing up to 10, 20, 50, even an atypical 100 pounds for only $4.95. This new Miracle Trim Diet Pill system is doctor-approved to help you quickly shrink millions of fat cells so you can easily regain your youthful figure. You can rapidly shrink up to 10 inches off your thighs. You can easily shrink as much as 20 inches from your hips, and you can quickly shrink up to an amazing 23 inches from your waist.
Thanks to Miracle Trim, I'm enjoying my new body.
Pam rapidly went from a large size 15 to a slim 7. After 15 years of diets, Trevo finally found one that really works.
I quickly lost 55 pounds.
Joe's incredible 59-pound loss gave her a knockout shape. Carol lost an astonishing 40 pounds, and Edie lost a mind-boggling 110 pounds. Now it's your turn to dramatically reshape your figure by calling 1-800-252-4111 for your new Miracle Trim Diet Pill System, now for only $4.95. We accept all personal check and credit card orders by phone. Call 1-800-252-4111 to order your new Miracle Trim, now for only $4.95, and we'll give you this free supply to complete your 21-day system.
Order today and you'll receive your own personal weight loss consultation, absolutely free.
Have your checkbook or credit card ready when calling. That's 1-800-252-4111. Call now.
It's a dirty job, but when you gotta do it right with Easy Off Oven Cleaner. No oven cleaner works faster or better. They guarantee it. Easy Off Oven Cleaner gets the dirty work done. Guaranteed.
Talking to people today who are jealous of their spouse's best friend. And joining us right now are Juan and Wanita. Thank you very much for being here on the show. The two of you have been married for how long?
Almost a year now.
Almost a year now?
Yeah.
Okay, and now there is another person in this relationship also. His name is Tobias. That's Wanita's friend.
Yeah, that's my friend.
And how long have you been friends?
12 years, 13 years.
12, 13 years. Mm-hmm. And platonic friends throughout?
Platonic friendship.
Never went out on a date?
No, we used to go out dancing, to the movies.
That's going out on a date to me.
Okay.
Sounds like, you know?
All right, any
They go to dinner together?
Kissing, hugging? kissing, hugging, Wanita?
Always.
Sometimes.
All the time.
No.
All the time, you're always hugging him and kissing him.
No, sometimes, you know, we put that in the mouth or anything.
Not on the mouth?
No.
Cheeks and things?
Yeah.
But now, I mean, you told our producer that there are occasions at night when Wanita, since he lives next door, you will knock on the wall, get out of bed and go meet him to talk to him?
No, he will knock on the wall.
He will knock on the wall?
Yeah, he will knock on the wall, and she will go over.
You will go over to his house?
I guess that's a sign for them.
2 o'clock in the morning, you know, sometimes 12.
What, like what? Wait, let me see if he knock on the wall now. And what will you do?
I'll go next door.
But since he can't go next door, why don't we just bring him out right now? What's that old song? Knock 3 times on the ceiling.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing, Tobias?
All right.
Everything okay?
Everything's okay.
I hope so after the show. I mean, why do you have to carry on a relationship with a married woman this way?
He's married.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, what does that mean? That don't mean nothing.
Well, go ahead.
Well, we've been friends for 12 years, and I ain't gonna, like, stop being her friend because of him.
But
I'm not telling him to stop being her friend. All I'm saying is for him to give me more time with her, because he's always around her. And being that we newlyweds, I feel that, you know, we need all the time to get to know each other.
I even understand that Tobias,
they already
you
know each
called
other
them
for
on their
13
honeymoon?
years. How much more do we need to know each other? How much more do you need to know her?
Wait a minute, Tobias, you called her on their honeymoon?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Well, I left a message. I didn't really have to talk to her. Well, I had to tell her something really important, and being that I couldn't, like, get in touch with her, just, you know, I had to call her, and I called her and left a message.
And Juanita, did you call him back?
No, she didn't.
No, I didn't get to.
He didn't let me. He didn't let her.
He didn't let me.
Sorry. So, Juan, what did you think about the phone call that you got on your honeymoon?
I think that he had a lot of nerves.
Well, I
first of all.
apologize.
I think he had a lot of nerves. Told him where I was at.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I think it's fine that they're friends. They've been friends for a long time, but I think there should be some restraints. I mean, 2 o'clock in the morning to go next door to talk to him? It's a bit much.
Well,
no, sometimes, you know, I feel like talking to him sometimes, and he's not there for me. He's there for me. That's the way I feel.
But
well,
wait a minute. Why isn't your
He
your
didn't
husband?
stop me when he came in the picture. He didn't tell me nothing about, like, he was jealous about me. I think he should have been man enough to tell me, like, you know, I don't, you know, get away.
That's a low blow.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Well, because
Go ahead, Jeff.
I told him.
You told him?
I've told him.
From the get-go.
No, but wait a minute. From day one, I told him.
Go ahead, Juan.
The reason why I didn't have to tell him anything was because he wasn't living next door to us. You know? But now that he's living next door to us, being that she got the apartment for him,
like a pain.
You know, now he's a pain.
Wait, Juanita, you even got the apartment for Tobias and his wife?
It was empty, so they were looking for an apartment, so I got it for him.
Okay, just a second. Yes, sir.
Well, it seems apparent the gentleman in the middle sort of won, in a way, and they shouldn't seem to have so much insecurity about the situation. But more importantly, for the long run, you both seem to be married only recently. Don't you think that if you don't open the kind of dialogue that allows you to sort of reach a compromise on what you're all satisfied with in this type of situation, your marriages are sure to fail? Because if you can't open a dialogue about something this simple early in your relationship, how do you expect to talk about something more serious in the future?
Come here. Come here. This guy. Come here. Wait a second. What do you think? What do you think about our psychiatrist here?
That's what I was just going to say. I mean, I feel that guy is really insecure, both of them up there.
Which one?
Those two.
Jeff and Juan?
Yeah. I mean, if they really love that person, why do they have to worry? Excuse me?
It's not the point of being insecure. It's like you need some time. I mean, he's called at unopportune times. You know, like,
you have a best
in the middle.
friend?
No.
Wait, do you have a wife?
Then you had to tell him, like,
You're married?
I'll call you
Hold
back.
it. Wait a minute, Jeff. Hold on just a second. He's saying, you know, hey, they're friends. Give him a break.
But at that time, Montel, it should have been
This is his wife. This is his wife.
And his best friend came with us tonight.
His best friend did. Okay, but now wait. Come here, sir. You know.
And on
Wait, come
vacation
here for a minute. Come here. No, come here. Come here for a second. Come here for a second. Yeah. Watch this. Wait. Hold this for a second. So you and I are friends. How you doing? Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, why don't we go to dinner tonight? Wait a second. Now, yeah. All right, now hold on a second. If you had a friend that came over to your house and did that to your wife and talked to her in a call every night, would you not be concerned at all?
Yep.
Yes, he would.
Yes, he would.
Yes, he would.
Why does he have to be insecure?
But that's
wait, what do you say? Huh?
Well, I think the other important issue.
Wait, go ahead.
The other important issue here is you gentlemen have to sort of realize what is the crux of why you seem your wives rather seem to be continuing a dialogue with these people, and find out what is it that you can't communicate about that causes them to keep up these relationships at such a high level. That's your responsibility as husbands to talk to them.
Okay. All right, got it.
What is it? But you know what? You know what?
What do you say? Because, you know, he is making an interesting point. There's obviously,
They
I'm going to tell you what, Jeff.
No,
Jeff and
let me
Juan,
tell
there's
you.
obviously something you don't have that they need that these other men seem to be able
Well,
to
they
see.
should ask me for it.
No,
I'll get it.
no.
I'll find it.
But tell the truth, from day one,
You do not
from
include
day
me, and
one,
they sit there and
from
talk
day
about the
one,
meetings and-
when you first met him, what did you do? You sat there, you said nothing, you called the cab, you left, you told me, you said, I'll be back real soon.
Didn't you get to
You
meet him
never
there?
gave him a chance. You didn't sit down and get to know him. He wanted to shake your hand. You sort of dismissed it. You never said anything. You never tried.
Because you told me of him.
You never
and
tried,
the
though.
situation, I'm sitting
But
there,
that's not the-
and
you
I'm
never
sitting there,
tried.
Montel, I'm sitting there, I'm like looking at him, I'm going, no, I wonder how this went and that went, and I'm.
But so don't
and at
wonder.
the same time,
You
I'm
should talk.
I'm thinking about that
No,
where
but you
reach out the
shouldn't
hand
wonder.
type
You should.
guys.
You have
But
something.
at that point, I was like, nah, let me get out of here before I explode.
Okay. And Juan, you feel the same way?
Yeah, I feel that he's
But
always...
why? Why?
Why?
Why? What do you mean, why?
He's never told me why.
Well, why do you feel? Why don't you trust? Do you trust your wife?
I trust my wife. I don't trust him.
Okay. All right, well, I'll tell you what. We'll be back right after this. We'll take a little break.
You might think these delicious ingredients are headed here, but where they really belong is here. New and improved taco pizza from Pizza Hut. Mouth-watering beef topping, real taco sauce, and lots of cheddar cheese, all on a thin and crispy crust. Then we add fresh lettuce, tomato, and extra cheddar cheese.
Right now, try a medium for $4.99 when you buy any large or medium at regular price.
New and improved taco pizza from Pizza Hut.
Try the new and improved taco pizza at Pizza Hut.
Where do you get great clothes for back to school?
Only at Ross.
Great prices on brand name jeans?
Only at Ross.
Everyday prices below department store sale prices?
Only at Ross.
Where do bargain hunters shop every day?
Only at Ross.
Ross. The only difference is the price.
I thought my car was going to blow up.
Hurt in a car accident?
I was delirious.
When's the best time to call me?
I called Leighton immediately, and I was really glad I did.
The best time to call me is immediately. I'm ready to help you with your problem now.
Leighton got me the money to put my life back in order again.
Hurt in a car accident? Call attorney Leighton Rockefeller at 750-1800.
Yes, I was very happy with the settlement.
Call me now. I'm attorney Leighton Rockefeller, and I'll work hard for you.
Dan's feeling his age.
Ain't the man I used to be.
You were never the man you used to be.
On the next Roseanne.
Then stay with KOLE at 7 and witness the heroic efforts on Rescue 911. They're out there saving lives, taking chances, doing their jobs. They go to work at the very second that you call Rescue 911. Start your Tuesday evening with Roseanne and Rescue 911, only on KOLE TV 13.
Wednesday and Thursday only, 10 to 9 only. Get big savings at Circuit City's 22-hour sale. Save on video, like this VCR with remote, just $137. And this GE 25-inch TV, only $279. Save on audio, like this Sony CD player, only $99. Save throughout the store, like this Estate washer and dryer, just $3.99 for the pair.
Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state-of-the-art.
Lunch is always a thrill.
Leftovers.
Something to look forward to.
Ooh, tuna.
numbing. A chance to be creative. Bread and cottage cheese. That's why there's a whole new kind of Lunchables. Thin sliced meats, creamy spreadable cheese with a touch of herbs and crisp crackers. A great new taste made just for you. Now I'm liking this lunch thing. 4 new Lunchables from Oscar Mayer. Lunch will never be the same.
We're talking about what happens when your spouse has a best friend of the opposite sex, and in this particular case, it happens to be men or women who have best friends that are men. And I got to ask a question of both Simone and Robert, and really Jeff. Do you notice every time we take a break to go to commercial, Simone, you immediately turn to Robert to talk, and you don't talk to him.
I thought I was the only one.
You haven't seen him for a while.
I was just catching up.
How long have you not seen him?
Thursday.
Oh, a long time. Many days. Many days.
Good friends.
Yes, ma'am.
My question is to Tobias and Robert. First of all, you should respect Jeff and your name?
Juan,
okay? You should respect their house, their women, and them as men. Okay? Because I got rid of my problem. She don't call my house at 12 and 3 o'clock no more.
You can't even say that because he has never disrespected you. You can't even say that.
Okay, let's
You
get
have
the calendar
disrespected him a lot, but he has never disrespected you.
Get the calendar
Never.
out, Jeff.
I have it in my pocket. I have it in my pocket.
Evidence?
Yeah.
What evidence?
I don't know. She got some evidence.
I do.
What is it? What is it?
No, listen.
They probably conspired and got
we
that
didn't
together.
conspire. From back in June, when I took my son on a trip, my son came back with a Burger King hat. Jeff came in late that night, and my son said, oh, we went to Burger King. And just by assumption, he goes, oh, so you and Rob took him to Burger King and you didn't want me to know? And I said, you know, where did this come from? Why do you think, it was with Rob? And then with the hickey, I had a hickey on my shoulder.
From what?
That he gave me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that he gave me. The next day it was Robert's birthday, and I hadn't even seen him that day. He called me, and I said, okay, I have your card, happy birthday and everything, and I hung up, and the first thing you said, well, where'd you get the hickey on your shoulder? And I go, hello? You forgot last night?
That was a very bad day.
And then you called him up. You had him waiting for you on your birthday. You called up, and you said, where are you? I'm coming. That sounds like a threat.
Lucky I didn't come.
That sounds like a threat.
Wait, Robert, go ahead.
He was lucky I didn't come.
Now, my turn. Now, I'm at my office, right? So he calls me, right? Now, I'm innocent. It's my birthday. I'm working late. It's 7 at night, right? I don't want to start drinking. People want to offer me drinks. It's my birthday, right? I said, okay, I'm getting ready to get loose to celebrate the last 4 hours in my day, once a year,
happened?
right? He calls. So I said, all right, well,
I was gonna rip his lungs out.
He's getting ready to act stupid, right? So let me not enjoy myself for the next couple of hours, okay?
So what happened?
He never even showed up. He
calls
stayed there arguing
where
with
you
me
at?
for
All
an
right, I'm
hour.
getting in there.
You kept me there arguing with you, because if
there.
I went over and seen him in the way I was feeling,
But I told you go ahead, because I
This was his hickey, though. It was his hickey.
Okay, we got the fact that it was his hickey. All right, hold on a second. Yes, ma'am.
This is to Jeff. Are you planning on marrying her?
Oh, yeah.
You shouldn't.
I
She's
should.
using both of y'all.
Why?
Why?
I don't see why.
Wait a minute. Tobias, you wanted to jump in on this.
I have never cheated on this man. I love him. I don't see no
I believe
reason.
you love me.
And he knows that.
Yeah, it's not that she, I don't trust him.
That's cool, but she is not disrespectful.
He's like waiting in the bushes, you know how like lions wait for lambs to walk back? And he's just waiting to jump out any minute if I'm not there. That's how I feel about you.
Oh my God.
Wait, now hold on. Juan, you never did answer the question and say why you don't like Tobias. What's the problem?
It's not that I don't like him, I don't trust him.
Why? Did he give you a
He
reason?
just has a personal problem.
What personal problem?
No,
You
Tobias.
always with my wife. You call her constantly at the job.
That's not my fault.
What's not your fault?
You making a phone call.
Well, you the one making a phone call.
But you don't call me. You only call me once a day. Or maybe not.
Wait, Wanita.
He hardly calls me.
Why do you need another man to call if your husband doesn't call?
I don't need him to call. He calls me and I call him. We have things to talk about.
Okay, hold on a second. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Montel, I think it's just that these two women like to see their men get jealous over this.
Yes. Oh, you think they're planning on it?
But he doesn't. He doesn't even react to it.
He's not jealous. She wants to see me jealous. That's what it is. I'm not going to give you that satisfaction.
I'll tell you, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to meet a husband and a wife psychology team who will give these couples a little bit of therapy right here. We'll be back right after this.
This is the type of well-balanced diet you should be eating every day. But with missed meals, fast food, and quick snacks, it's easy to fall short. Fact is, 2 out of 3 adults aren't getting all that's recommended from their diets. That's 2 out of 3. Now there's Ultra Mega 2 from General Nutrition Centers. You get 31 vitamins, minerals, plus energizing herbs. All the nutritional health insurance you need in one tablet. Help protect your health. Ultra Mega 2, only at General Nutrition Centers.
George's automatic transmission has been serving Tucson for over 32 years. Once again, we're going to help protect your car from the blasting summer heat. Call today and we'll give your car a free road test and inspection. At George's Automatic Transmission, we believe in preventive car maintenance, and we offer a variety of oil coolers that you or our professional mechanics can install. Call George's Automatic Transmission today and discover how we got the reputation for quality work at an affordable price. George's Automatic Transmission.
Now there are 3 great reasons for you to have delicious Arrowhead Mountain Spring water delivered to your home. We'll give you your first 2 bottles of refreshing Arrowhead water and your first month's cooler rental free if you call 1-800-759-7382 right now. You'll love the clean taste of Arrowhead's Mountain Spring water and our convenient home delivery. You don't have to be home. We can leave the bottles at your door or wherever you want. Our friendly drivers follow a schedule you can depend on. Your empties will get picked up and you'll always have water when you need it. Arrowhead, trusted by families like yours since 1894, wants you to enjoy our delicious mountain spring water delivered to your home. So we're giving you 3 great reasons to call 1-800-759-7382 and give refreshing Arrowhead water a try. Your first 2 bottles and 1 month's cooler rental free, but only if you call 1-800-759-7382 right now.
Talking about what happens when your spouse has a friend of the opposite sex. And so far, we've been looking at a situation where the women have friends that are men. But this is Vinnie and Denine, right? And Vinnie has a friend, right, Denine? Why don't you tell us a little bit about Vinnie's friend, Margaret?
Well, first of all, my husband told me a lot since we've been married about his past marriage and how his ex-wife was very jealous of her. So I felt there's got to be a reason.
This woman, Margaret.
Yes.
His ex-wife was jealous of Margaret. Very jealous of Margaret. Got that? Okay, go ahead.
And I just felt that there's a reason for it, you know, and I got to watch my door here, you know. And the thing is, he would tell me stories about when they would go out partying, and the drunker she got, the more she's all over him. And
the more advances she would make, right?
One night he comes home. One night he comes home, and his wife's sleeping upstairs. He's down in the car, what I would call making out with her.
This is before he met you,
right,
though.
Right,
Okay,
Oh, if it was me, she wouldn't be here.
Okay, gotcha. Now, what?
There was no making out.
All right, they share a little love now.
3, 4 kisses. I mean, that's not friendship kisses.
3 kisses goodbye.
Okay, all right, now, we got that part. But at your wedding, something happened. What happened at the wedding?
Nothing. Well, we went out and we were taking pictures in the cocktail room with all family members. And all I hear in the background is, I want to take a picture with Vinnie. She's not Margaret. A family member. She's not anybody in the family. She was already in our bridal party, so what'd she need a picture for?
Okay.
So I left, and they've taken pictures. I come home from our honeymoon, and I'm going over the proofs with my mother. And there's a picture of the 2 of them.
Let's see the little hug. No, let's see the hug.
This is how it went, okay? She's kissing him on the cheek. He's got his hand on her behind.
Oh!
And she's got her hand on his behind. And my mother goes, what's this? Who's this?
Oh, it was a joke?
It was a joke.
Vinnie, don't defend yourself. Just sit down, sit down. No, I'm not going to hear this. Well, joining us right now are a psychiatrist, Dr. Steve Simmering, and his wife, Sue Simmering, a family therapist. Thank you very much for being here. It's happening all over the place. What's going on here? Why don't you tell us?
Well, I can tell you what's going on with these 2. Juana and Tobias, you might as well be having an affair.
No, we're not.
You might as well be. You can have an affair without having it sexual. And the 2 of you, watching your body language, the 2 of you might as well be. And Juana, you might think that the relationship with Tobias is stabilizing the marriage and making up for what you're missing, but eventually it's going to wreck it.
Hold on, you know what? Because that is, I asked this question over here, but I didn't ask it over here. Juan, put your fingers in your ears for a second. Stick them in real deep. So Juan, if something were to happen, would you go to Tobias?
He's married.
What happens if he left his wife?
I don't know.
Ooh. Okay, take your fingers out of your ears.
Now, I wonder, what do you hear at night when you listen at the wall?
Moaning, groaning, arguing.
You hear moaning and groaning? You mean
I'm sorry, I forgot to share that, doctor, with the audience, because he sometimes, while they're making love, puts his ear on the wall.
Isn't that... No, that's not true.
You mean... Just a second. You're listening to Juana having sex with her husband?
No, that's not true.
You know, that's against the law.
What do you mean it's not true if you said you heard one moaning and groaning?
You know, she's just loud. And I just, you know, heard her. We just...
And
Divorce is sin.
I mean, what do you think? Does that embarrass you or turn you
not
on
at
or
all.
what?
No, it doesn't turn me on.
So what do we do? How can we solve some of this problem? Should they figure out what's going on here and say...
Well, I tried to communicate with him, but he just sits on, you know...
No, it's really up to you, Juana. Tobias, you need to back off a bit, and Juana...
I tried, you know, you know...
You know what it is?
How do you try?
He doesn't...
How do you try? You come into
I don't go to the house.
constantly over to the house. That's not trying
you know, it's not him. It's us. You know, if we don't talk, I'll go talk to her.
He just sits on his...
But you're very available, aren't you?
Always.
Not always.
Always.
You know, I think the problem is you don't have any respect for Juan, and that's coming across. And before you do it, until you guys, you know, until you change, the first thing you got to do is change apartments, because this may be fun. I can see how you're...
Juana is shaking her head while you're talking. You should notice that.
She doesn't want the apartments to be changed. Hold on a second, doctor. Wait, doctor, hold on just a second. This guy has a question. Yes, sir.
Nah, I'm just saying that where I come from, I think that Jeff and Juan are letting this get way too out of hand, and things would have been solved a whole long time ago.
This is a different situation over here.
We're going to get to that one in a second. We'll save that one for a minute.
All right.
But Juana, why is it you don't want to ever be away from Tobias, do you?
No, he's my very good friend, and I don't care. He's next door. You know, like I go next door if I need to talk to him.
Even if I tell you that your marriage will fall apart if you continue to think that way.
He has to learn how to, you know.
In what way would it?
We just got married. He has to learn to know how I am.
That's even more why you shouldn't even go next door.
Well, you're telling me this now.
I told you the first day he moved there.
No, he didn't.
Yes, I did. I told you the first day he moved there.
But let me ask this question, doctor. I mean, and it seems kind of interesting, the fact that she will leave the house and go over and tell Tobias all their intimate secrets. Things
Because
about the
you know
way
why?
Why?
Because when we're in bed, he's just clicking channels.
That's what's making all the moaning?
Well, you know, when we're not doing that.
Look, the real problem is that Tobias has no regard for your husband. And you don't have any respect for him. And that's what's going to ruin you think he's a and that's how you're treating him.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a little break. We'll take a little break.
We'll come back.
And when we come back, we're going to come back and find out what's going on over here, and then we'll solve what's happening right there. We'll be back right after this.
I hit the floor at 9 a.m. and I'm going non-stop till we close. That's why I fix a dent and forget.
An all-night shift and 5 cups of coffee, no problem. Now I fix a dent and forget it.
Even in the hottest liquids, when other adhesives stop holding, Fix-A-Dent holds stronger and longer.
Why not?
Now that he switched to Fix-A-Dent, he can go from morning till night and still eat like that.
For the strongest, longest hold, Fix-A-Dent and forget it.
For a yeast infection, I want an effective cure at a reasonable price. So I switched from Monistat 7 to Mycelex 7. My doctor says its medicine is also full prescription strength, and Mycelex costs a lot less. Now my choice, my cure, is Mycelex. I hate my wimpy toilet bowl cleaner.
Introducing new X14 toilet bowl cleaner with 2 times the chlorine cleaning power of the others.
2 times more.
And X14 cleans anti-odorizers for up to 8 weeks. It's new. It's better. It's X14.
I've been in the secret garden. I found the key.
Roger Ebert of Siskel and Ebert says the secret garden gets 2 thumbs up, destined to become a classic. The Secret Garden, rated G, starts Friday, August 13th.
Music's biggest stars join Lisa Hartman Black and Mac Davis for an in-depth look at a tribute fit for the king. America Comes to Graceland.
Thursday night at 7 and Saturday afternoon at 4 on KOLD TV 13.
Call it the blame game. All the finger pointing going on over dirty CAP water.
I'm Jeff Holdfather. Among the top stories on KOLD News Center 13 today, Ed Moore's blaming Tucson Water, Tucson Water's blaming Southwest Gas, and the finger pointing over dirty CAP water goes on. We'll have the latest. School begins Monday, but are teachers and administrators ready? We'll check on the status of contract talks and hear from some of the teachers who are getting ready. And we're going to meet some veterans who are getting a feel for the old warplanes they once flew. We'll explain when we see you right here at 5 and 6.
When in New York, stay at the world-famous New York Palace Hotel. Special rates from $195. Treat yourself royally. For reservations, call toll-free 1-800-NY-PALACE.
We've been talking to couples who are upset about the relationships that their spouse has with a person of the opposite sex. And, you know, it's not fair to just talk to Tobias and not know what his wife feels about this. But you're Tobias's wife.
Yes.
And you just heard Wanita say on national TV, well, if if it could, well, I don't know. I mean, what do you think about this relationship?
Well, right now, I know there's nothing going on. It's just friendship, but the friendship gets very annoying.
Annoying?
Sometimes it's very annoying.
Does he ever go, psst, come here, listen to the wall, listen.
No, but we could hear everything that goes on next door.
Ooh.
So it's not like you have to actually listen on the wall. You can hear everything without listening.
But what about the fact that she will come over and tell Tobias that, Juan, you know, we did this last night. They talk about their intimate sex life. They talk about all the things that go on. Do you want another woman talking to your husband that way?
I know her. I got to know her, so she's my friend, too. And like I said, I trust them because I know right now nothing's going on. But the friendship gets very annoying sometimes.
So, Juan, why don't you come hang out? What's your name?
Carmen.
Why don't you come hang out with Carmen a little bit? You can't get up from there. You can't, wait. Come on up here for a second. You know, wait, because I want to see the look on Tobias' face if Juan were to hug you the way Wanita just hugged. Matter of fact, I think here, in fact, sit down for a second, Juan. Sit down for a second. Carmen, just stay here for just a second. Stay right here. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you sit right on his knee. Right there. Yeah, okay, you stay right there. Good. We'll get you a microphone just because I want to know. Now, what do you think about these guys?
Okay, you know, Jeff, I think in some ways you just about got it right. Robert, you really are waiting in the bushes, but more like a weasel more than a lion.
I was watching you during the other square, just like this. You had that look on your face, enjoying his discomfort.
Because he enjoys his discomfort. He enjoys putting him on the spot.
Very much.
You know
what?
He started it.
You're talking yourself out of a marriage.
He started it.
This marriage, this engagement's not going to happen. You are pushing him, and this is going to explode.
I don't see why.
But it will. It absolutely will. Because, Robert, if you cared about her happiness, you would back off in respect for this couple right here.
Thank you, okay? Hold on just a second. Yes, ma'am.
Did you buy her an engagement ring?
She probably left it calling him.
No, I was washing my face, and I left it on the sink.
You're not wearing
it, Montel?
I left it on the sink.
I see.
This is...
Hang on just a second. Hang on just a second, doctor. Yes, ma'am.
For the two guys on the end, you should leave town because sooner or later you're going to ruin both marriages.
No, that's not true.
Okay? And if you can't realize that your husband loves you so much, okay, then he's not. Then you can't marry her. You can't because she's not worth it if she's still going to stay friends with this guy.
Okay.
He's going to rush everybody.
I didn't say. I said back off. It's boundaries. You know, I just want like a little boundary. You know, give me some space.
That's boundaries.
You got more in common with him than me. You know the type of... You don't include me enough. I don't feel like
you never want to be included.
You
leave. I don't want to be around.
Jeff is right. And if you want the marriage to work, you do have to back off some. He can't be your soulmate if you want to marry this man, if you want to marry Jeff.
I never said he was my soulmate.
But you act like he is the way that you talk on the phone all the time.
Let me tell you, these problems may work out, but yours won't. You should see that grin on his face every time he sees. When you say it should be removed, I work with crimes. I've seen these things end up in murders.
That's a crime.
Whoa-oh.
I really mean it.
But hold on a second.
With fire.
But doctor, wait. You know what? Something that you missed for a second was when Carmen sat down on Juan's lap. Tobias leaned way forward. His body posture started to change. He leaned, you know, he put one of those and started looking. Does this make you feel comfortable, Tobias?
I trust both of them.
Oh.
I trust. I don't have no problems against Juan.
So if he knocked on the wall at 3 o'clock in the morning and Carmen got out of bed?
I would have said him straight since the beginning. I would have told him I didn't like that.
So why don't you look down and tell him I don't like that?
I don't like when you knock on the wall and come over in the middle of the night to speak to my wife.
Okay, now I know that.
And you didn't before? We're going to take a break and we'll get to the bottom line. We'll be back right after this.
They never forgot their first loves.
This man has thought about you for 18 years. How does that make you feel?
Touched.
You never seem to forget the first time.
Loves reunited on the next Montel.
So I'm thinking shrimp, but where do I go? Long John Silver's, the voice tells me so. It says the shrimp at Long John's will knock you out. It tastes so good your eyes will bug out. For $1.99 you get a tasty crunch, which suits people fine. They can eat a whole bunch. So I'm thinking, can this be real or is this a dream? So many great meals, I just want to scream.
Hey, why skip on shrimp?
I look for the sign that voice never lies. For $1.99 I got fish, shrimp, and fries. So if you love shrimp, you gotta go fish.
Long John Silver's, you're gonna get your wish.
Let's talk about bedrooms. Now, if you've been sleeping on some lumpy old saggy in the middle, no support, stiff back in the morning, feathers flying, mattress on the floor, no box spring kind of bed, I've got a way to help you sleep better. It's a whole bedroom suit from your Get It Today store. RTO. Rent to own. RTO's got a complete bedroom with dresser, chest, and nightstand for just $21.99 a week. Free delivery today, $21.99. Look us up in the white pages under RTO.
At America's best contacts and eyeglasses, price is more important than ever. Choose most any frame in stock starting at $39.99 and get a second pair of equal value, single vision or bifocal lenses, and the eye exam is included. That's 2 pair of most any frame in stock or daily wear soft contacts. Both offers include the eye exam, starting at $39.99 at America's best contacts and eyeglasses. Call now.
When Mickey Rooney joins Sally, you won't believe what you'll hear.
What? Well, I was a virgin, okay?
The one and only Mickey Rooney. Next, Sally.
Then stay tuned at 9 for more conversation.
Is that fast food burger your child just ate a ticking time bomb? Hundreds of illnesses have been reported and several children are dead. The cause? Tainted meat. Can you protect your family? Next on Hugh.
Start your morning at 8 with KOLD TV 13.
Couldn't hit the scooter. Hey, let's go get him. Here I come, you ugly bunch of future toothpicks. Look out! Oh, boy, that was great.
Enjoy Scooter's Family Fun Special at your Vantage Bowling Centers. Enjoy 2 fun-filled hours of bowling, including shoe rental and delicious party snacks, all for only $5.95 per person. So bring the family and let the good times roll. Your Vantage Bowling Centers of Cactus Bowl, Lucky Strike, Santa Cruz, Tucson Bowl, and Fiesta Lanes.
Blinds on Wheels. Create a new look for your home when you call Blinds on Wheels, 292-1010. Dress up your home with the look of vertical blinds. Expert personnel will come right to your house with a vast selection of blinds for your house or business. In most cases, Blinds on Wheels guarantees same-day installation. Blinds on Wheels gives your home that special touch, 292-1010.
Battles with your spouse turn into fist fights? I mean, physical fights? If it does, give me a call. Let me know about it. We've been talking about what happens when a couple and one of the members of the couple has a friendship with someone of the opposite sex. And when Carmen came up there and hugged Juan, I noticed that there wasn't that same big grin on your face, and it wasn't a grin on Tobias' face. How would you feel, Juana, not Tobias, how would you feel if all of a sudden Carmen and Juan started having the same kind of friendship that you and Tobias have? Same meetings, same phone calls, same...
I'll cut it right out.
You what?
I'll just cut it out. Cut it off. I'll talk to her.
Because she's insecure.
Oh, so you would stop that immediately?
That's right.
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, who's insecure?
just like the doctor said, it's about respect. I think the two men on the end is just doing that for spite, and two women, they just want their cake and eat it too.
No,
they
that's
sh-
not
they,
true.
they,
No,
they,
no, no.
Yes, it is. They pulling it. They taking it out of hand. I have a friend too, and I'm engaged, but believe me, it's not all that because I have respect for my fiance, and they just taking it out of hand.
All right, okay. All right, wait a minute. Let me get a couple more points of view here. Yes, sir. You got a point back.
The two women are not ready to get married, especially this one.
Well, this one's already married.
But I mean, to have a good marriage. This one, when he came out, he said that he's the other man. That's making him mad. I put myself in his place. He says that he's the other man, and she's always defending him.
Okay, that's right. You know, you are always Simone.
Because you don't understand the situation. Like I said, from day one, he has done nothing but just, you know, he's never
I don't like him.
But you have no reason.
I do not like him.
From day one, you just didn't like him.
Just don't like. I do not like him. I don't like chocolate ice cream. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Okay? Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Juan, I think you should leave her alone and let her go be with him and see if he's going to leave his wife for you.
Oh,
Can you repeat that?
Well, she's saying that Juan should just tell Juana, go ahead, do what you're going to do, and see if Tobias will leave his wife for Juan. Juan, what happens if your wife came home one day and said, it's over, and Juan told Juana it was over? Would the two of you be together?
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, me and...
Yes, you and Juana.
No, we're just friends.
He's married.
I said if his wife... Wait, Juana, you said if his wife was out of the picture and Juan went away, you go, well, I don't know. I just,
Well, you know,
Yes,
I think that Carmen feels secure in the marriage, so does Tobias. That's why they're toying with this young couple. And they're playing with this young... You know, a little flirtation in a marriage is fine. I get a little jealous of Susie's male friends, but when you have a track record, it's okay. This is going to the heart of the relationship, and it's going to undermine it and destroy it. And the thing that's sick is how much pleasure you take.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
Can I speak? Wait a minute.
Yes, go right ahead,
Wait,
Robert.
hold it. Uh-oh. You have a best friend? You have a friend?
Sure.
You married? You got somebody in your life?
Yeah, he's married to her.
He's married to her. Okay, fine. That strength is my argument. That strength is, and you have a friend.
Robert,
hold on. Well, how do you feel about his friend?
If I saw my wife...
How do you feel about his friend?
I feel, Robert, if you're
Should
just
he give
waiting...
up his friend? Should he give up his friend?
You're waiting for
Why didn't you give up your friend?
No, he's not
Robert,
waiting.
you're waiting
You
for
don't give
this
up friendship.
marriage to end.
You don't give up friendship.
You're waiting for this marriage to
give
end.
up the friendship.
Now,
I'm
how
saying
can he
back
judge
off.
me
Give me some
when he's
space.
doing the same thing?
But what he's saying to you is, it's different. His friends know not to call several times a day, to have private conversations. His friends
We
have
don't have private conversations.
It goes beyond that. Robert, it goes beyond that. If I did anything...
How's he judging me? He's doing the same thing.
If I did anything and I saw my wife suffering, I would stop doing it. You're seeing this man suffering, and you told him to.
Is she suffering? This is my friend.
But
This is my friend. Is
her
she suffering?
fiancé is suffering.
Is she suffering?
Okay, hold on a second. Yes, ma'am.
I don't understand why these women have to be friends with these men. There's no reason for
Why?
it.
Why
If
do you
you're
have
like-
Don't you have male
Your
friends?
fiancé or your husband is supposed to be your best friend. You're trying to make them jealous, and it's not fair to the other person. You're hurting the other person by doing it. I understand what they're going through. It's not right.
You see,
Okay, all right, that's a good point.
This woman's question is right on. Your question's really, your question's right on target because there's something going on in terms of why you want to hold on to a friendship that's hurting the marriage. You're right on target, and you just said it. You just said it. That if you were down to your last $5,
you have to give a little bit. You have to give a little bit. You have to give it anything.
Here's the point, because Simone is saying, she keeps saying, it's not hurting the marriage. It's not hurting the marriage. It's not going to hurt this relationship.
It bothers me.
Jeff, does this really bother you?
Yeah, to a point, yeah. It bothers me. I tolerate it now, see, because I love it that much. I tolerate it, but I'm not happy about it.
But if there was one thing, what would be the thing that you would want to happen in this relationship? Poof. Okay? Now, if poof doesn't happen, where is the line that you want him to draw?
What I said it 2,000 times. What have I told you? Back up. Give me some room. Give me some room. Back up. Make me feel like I'm there. Because I think she got more in common with him. You know that insecure feeling? That's sometimes I feel about their friendship. It's like threatening me. It's not in the point, and I don't like being threatened.
But I think that
don't like being threatened.
Simone,
I don't
I
feel like
think
should
that
get
you're
married.
afraid to really trust Jeff, and so you've got Robert in the wings there just in case something happens here.
Not like that.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, I want you to sum all this up and tell other people out there that are dealing with this. People at home are dealing with the same kind of a problem. Let's figure out where the boundaries are and give people some information about how to settle these little conflicts in families. We'll be back right after this.
Naturally Women Fitness Center's $99 3-month special is ending soon. Get 3 months of health and fitness for just $99 and enjoy all the benefits of Arizona's only all-women's fitness center. But you have to hurry. $99 3 months. This special ends soon, so call now. You're ready to make a change, make new friends, and get in shape. So call Naturally Women now and get 3 months for only $99.
Okay, Moms, I hope you've done your homework on colored denims, because it's pop quiz time. Yeah, all right. 2 moms travel the Mervyn's back-to-school sale at an average speed of 35 miles per hour. Now, they each buy colored denims for their 3 kids, and they shop this week. How much will they save? 20%? Wrong. 25%? Nope.
30%?
Correct. Save 30% on all colored denims this week at Mervyn's. Tomorrow, why every kid needs his own TV and phone.
Who are these people? And why are they smiling? Because they've discovered the gentle, caring dentist at Dedicated Dental Service, where, just like our name says, our complete staff of experienced professionals is dedicated to your family's dental health. And that's why Dedicated Dental Service is putting a smile on everybody's face. Well, almost everybody. Dedicated Dental Service with 2 convenient locations. We're just a smile away.
I'd like a hamburger Happy Meal and a hot new car with a 500 cubic inch engine.
I want a hamburger Happy Meal too, and a totally cool friend with beautiful long hair she'll let me style.
No problem. Now at McDonald's, kids can get a totally cool Barbie miniature with hair you can style, or a fast new Hot Wheels racer. 8 of each to collect. 1 with each $1.99 hamburger Happy Meal you buy your kids. Just $1.99.
Well, that was fast. Definitely. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
We're out of time, and I want to thank all of our guests, Jeff, Simone, Robert, Juan, Wanita, Tobias, Steve, Sue, Carmen for jumping up and helping us out. But I think there's got to be a bottom line here. But before I get it from you two, you know, Juan, I asked you a couple times, would you do something with this man? And you never said no. You just said he's married. Doctor, help us out.
If you are married and your spouse or you have a best friend and your spouse is worried about it, then you absolutely have to take it seriously. The friendship can destroy the marriage. The marriage has to come first.
The bottom line is not friendship. The bottom line is that you don't hurt the person you claim to love. And if you claim to love someone, you listen to him or her.
You listen to them. And if someone else is in this situation right now, what should they tell their spouse?
Fun and games are great, but when you look at the expression on this guy's face, that's not fun and games any longer.
But he just
and if he were playing hardball, he'd walk out and let her stew. But he loves her, so he's not doing it.
And I love him.
I'll tell him.
And he
if
knows
you
that.
love him, then act like it.
I act like, no.
Join us again on the next Montel Williams Show.